This edition of the Weekly Ritual is dedicated to the memory and the music of War of Ages drummer Kaleb Luebchow, who passed away this week. Rest in peace. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Keefy, and you're watching another edition of the Weekly Ritual, Ghost Cult's news show, right here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, which you probably are, please like and subscribe and help us out. With that out of the way, let's get into it.
In case you missed it, features at Ghost Cult.
Check out our brand new interview with Ricard from Evergrey. Their brand new album is out now, and they're on tour in Europe all summer long. We also talked to music journalist Jordan Blum all about his brand new book about Opeth. You can buy that at the link below. We also dropped a 5-minute review of Amon Amarth's new record, The Great Heathen Army, out today. We also dropped a brand new reaction video for October End's track and video, Playtime. You can also catch the Monkeypox, or you can catch me on the Glacially Musical Pouredcast, beer, metal, swearing, vinyl, and much more. This week we continue our series on Motley Crue.
And now, the news rundown.
Great news! Maryland Deathfest will return. They have announced their return weekend dates for May 2024, the Memorial Day weekend. In a post by the festival organizers, they will return after their one-year hiatus. We are super excited about this. On the downside, they will not be hosting any more Deathfest anywhere else in the world except Maryland Deathfest, following the upcoming London Deathfest, which will be their final international event. Brutal Assault is going to break their own record with the most amount of bands they have ever had. Taking place soon in Czech Republic at Fortress Josefov, they're going to have 160-something bands. It's crazy. You can still get tickets right now. Dynamo Fest in the Netherlands is just a few weeks away and has revealed their full lineup. Irate Festival is taking place in Kentucky soon and is headlined by bands such as Norma Jean, Rivers of Nile, and Madball. Greg Puciato has just announced new support acts for his debut solo show in Los Angeles coming up soon. Ghost, the DJ, and Trace Amount will be there. Hatebreed has announced their 20 Years of Perseverance tour, taking place this fall with a bunch of awesome bands. Deathheaven will play a free show in Oakland later this month as part of the Due South Festival. Ringworm and All Out War are teaming up for a tour. All hail the Kings of Thrash! Former Megadeth members David Ellefson, Jeff Young, and Chris Poland will unite for a handful of shows on the West Coast this year as the Kings of Thrash. They will do a deep dive on the early years of Megadeth. Hopefully more shows will get announced soon. Ellefson also announced The Killing Chronicles, a new online series, web series, where he talks about his early days in Megadeth. Following their successful tour opening for Hordes and Bummer, CAPRA has announced headline tours, as well as some other dates opening for I Hate God, Ken Mode, and others. Speaking of Ken Mode, they have booked additional tour dates for this fall for their new headline tour, supporting their upcoming new album. And in cancellations, Music Midtown Fest in Atlanta had to cancel their entire festival because the state would not ban guns from being allowed into the fest. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, Georgia. First MGT and now this. Christ. In other news this week, Moontooth has made an announcement based on the health crisis facing guitarist Nick Lee. Nick had a series of seizures, fell down and hit his head, and he has been in a medical-induced coma ever since. His family is by his side. There has been a GoFundMe launched to support Nick, which I hope you will donate to at the link below, and the band has canceled all upcoming appearances. We hope you get well soon, Nick. We're pulling for you. This week was the public memorial for Trevor Strnad of the Black Dahlia murder, who passed away in May in his hometown of Detroit. Music industry alums, fans, friends, many attended and celebrated the man who we also still deeply care about. There will also be a link below to continue to buy this shirt from Night Shift Merch. Lorna Shore is at it again. They dropped a brutal new song, Cursed to Die, which you can check out now. Red alert, y'all! DAATH is back. There's a lot of bands reuniting we're going to talk about on the Ritual this week, but DAATH is the one I am most excited about. DAATH is in the studio making a new album. Original DAATH members Sean Zatorsky, Eyal Levy, and Emma Wursler are all involved. Why don't these guys have easier names to say? Lauren Hart is the new voice of Divine Heresy. The once human singer has joined up with Dino Cazare to begin working on new music for that band and a future release. Dino says no former members of the band will be involved, but he will take care of bass and guitar duties, and he is looking for people to play drums and bass live. Tom DeLonge set the internet on fire when he posted to his Instagram profile that he plays in Angels and Airwaves and plays in Blink-182. It was just a nod to the 30th anniversary of the formation of the band. Mark Hoppus then followed up with a post that there is no reunion coming, but when and if it happens, you will be the first to know. What is the most meta thing you've ever done in your life? Well, if you're Chad Gray from Mudvayne, you fell off the stage while singing Not Fallen. Luckily, Chad was only a little banged up, and he was able to recover and finish the show, but holy shit, everybody. Holy shit. Metallica's had a huge week. I know we talk about Metallica a lot on this new show because they are the biggest band ever, and according to Pollstar, they have sold the most tickets of any metal band ever in the last 40 years. Only a few rock bands, like U2 and Bruce Springsteen, have made more money than them, so it's just crazy. In other Metallica news, they met up with Eddie Munson from Stranger Things at Lollapalooza, where they headlined last weekend, and they jammed with him on Master of Puppets. What a surprise. Finally, in Metallica news, Cliff Burton has gotten a Knucklebone statue that goes along with the recent Metallica Jump in the Fire statue. We now return to your regularly scheduled music news that has nothing to do with that band. Alter Bridge has dropped a brand new animated video for the song Pawns and Kings, the title track from their upcoming album on Napalm Records. In Flames has dropped a crushing new song and video for the song The Great Deceiver. King Crimson would like a word with you. Red Heart Field, featuring members of Salted Wounds and Pain Mask, have dropped their brand new single Full Circle. Salted Wounds is also the band I was in briefly and is the band of the producer of these shows, Omar Cordy. Tonight on ESPN2, US Air Guitar is hosting their All-Star Air-Off with former winners. And finally in the news, legendary San Francisco metal DJ Nikki Black says she has heard the upcoming new album from Kerry King's new solo project, and it is on par with Slayer. On par with Slayer. High praise, but she's a voice I trust, so we're really looking forward to this now.
And now for a look at New Music Friday.
Amon Amarth, The Great Heathen Army, Metal Blade Records. Andy McCoy, Jukebox Junkie, Cleopatra Records. Bang Ra, Meditations, Tartarus Records. Dagger Threat, Welshmerks, BDHW. Early Moods, Self-Titled, Riding Easy Records. Einharar, Norse and Dangerous, live from the Land of Legends. Napalm Records. Grave Bathers, Rock and Roll Fetish, Seeing Red Records. Heat, Force Majeure, Ear Music. In Heart's Wait, Green is the New Black soundtrack. Unified, Liminal Shroud, All Virtues Ablaze, Willowtip Records. Master, The Human Machine, and the New Elite re-releases. Hammerheart Records. Planet of the Apes and Dune Eater. Turn to Stone Chapter 5, Split Release. Ripple Music, Psychroptic, Divine Council, Prosthetic Records. Rikers, Ours Was a Noble Cause, BDHW, Savage Master, Those Who Hunt at Night, Shadow Kingdom. Soulfly, Totem, Nuclear Blast Records. Stormbound, December, self-released. Tool, Fear Inoculum, vinyl re-release, RCA Records. Toxic, Dismorta, Massacre Records. And Turian, No Longer Human, Wise Blood Records.
And now for a look in our mailbag.
As we reported to you last week, Stabbing Westward vocalist Christopher Hall is battling throat cancer, and so we'd like to direct you to check out their music and merch at the links below and support Chris as he has the fight of his life ahead of him. We're pulling for you, Chris. Good luck. So we got this awesome Stabbing Westward vinyl with the artwork. It's in a beautiful 2 LP presentation from the full album with the gatefold artwork. Gorgeous and incredible. Stabbing Westward always had a very good aesthetic for their visuals and artwork and their videos. Here is the vinyl. It's on 4 sides, 2 LPs, 4 sides for the whole album on black vinyl. Very cool. No need to see the identical twin there. This also came with an awesome printed graphic sheet with the song titles on it and more album artwork. Beautifully done, beautifully done. So worth having. And 2 magnets. Magnets! How do they work? Well, here's how they work. They stick to your shit. Here's one that is Stabbing Westward's album artwork. It's a very nice one. And another smaller square for COP International and their logo. Shout out to you, Stabbing Westward. Congrats on this awesome album. Surely to be one of the albums of the year for 2022. Shout out to our own Kim Hansen, who has photographed the band and reviewed the album. You can see a link to her review below. And thanks again, COP International, for doing such a great job with this band and this packaging. You made it to the end of the show. Blah, blah, blah. The same thing I say every week. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, donate to us on Ko-fi. We really, really appreciate it. As we say every week at this juncture of the show, it's a tough time in the world. So please, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember, rest in power. Trevor.